Hey everyone, this is DC Howard, founder and principal coach of Wayoneers, the care coach for the millennial, especially our black millennials. Care coach stands for career and relationship excellence. Hey, I wanted to make a video for you especially because the number one question I get, whether it's on social media, whether it's me when I'm promoting my actual company, which of course, as I mentioned earlier, is Wayoneers in the streets, or when I'm talking to friends, is they want to know, DC, what is coaching? What is coaching? And I am certain you've probably seen a lot of videos talking about coaching is a scam, or it's a myth, or it's not really real. And I want to be able to just make some clarity around what coaching is right now. And so simply put, here's what coaching is. Coaching is a professional, it is a structured, and it is an actionable conversation. I'm going to say it one more time. Coaching is a professional, it is a structured, and it is an actionable conversation that I'm able to have with you. And so what does that look like? Number one, as I mentioned, is professional. And the fact of the matter that a lot of times when it comes to the goals that we have is that individuals, possibly even in our inner circle, they look at us funny about our goals, or they don't want to take our goals seriously. And when it comes to my job as a coach, is that I am here to value as well as also affirm, which as well as also help hone in on what is the goal that you have when it comes to your life. Whether that's personally, when it comes to losing weight, being able to save certain amounts of money, being able to get at a certain position, when it comes to professionally, when it comes to being able to get to a certain job, being able to keep a certain job, being able to get promoted, being able to start a business, etc. And even relationally, when it comes to being able to have a better relationship with your family, being able to have a better relationship with your significant other, being able to have a better relationship with your kids. All of those things are absolutely great. And I'm here as a professional to be able to affirm, value, and be able to help you hone in on what that goal is. If you see here on my shirt, there's a specific tagline, and even with our logo, it says calculate your route, and you have like the little icon that you see on a navigation system. Well, when I first started Wayoneers, and if you've ever seen some of my older videos, one of the things that I would always say is that we want to make sure that you reach your destination success. Just like how you put a destination in Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever particular navigation system that you have, you all know what your destination is, which is a goal. But then you have to be very deliberate about how do you go about calculating your route, meaning that sometimes your route or route, as some may say, may be different from someone else's route. And that's perfectly fine. And that's what coaching is able to help you figure out. Secondly, coaching is structured. What do I mean by that? Is the fact that coaching is a certain process where you're able to share your thoughts, unfiltered, unchecked, what you truly and authentically are thinking when it comes to your goal. And for me as a coach to be able to do an absolute job of being able to reflect back and even at times literally repeat back what it is that you're saying so that you can actually check it and say, you know what, that's actually the intention that I'm looking for, or actually, no, that's not the intention I'm looking for, so that going back to my earlier statement, that you can better calculate your route. And a lot of times when it comes to conversations that we have with friends and loved ones is the fact that they're not truly listening. They may be hearing what you're saying, but they're not purposely and strategically listening to the particular words that you're saying, as well as also the non-verbal, if you will, tones and the non-verbal cues that you're giving as well, especially if we are, actually able to have a coaching conversation either via virtual FaceTime type situation or even face-to-face. And then thirdly, coaching is actionable. How many times have you ever had the ability to talk with a friend or a loved one and literally they called you and did nothing but vent, but then you got upset with them afterwards because they did all that talking, but they did not come up with how they're going to fix their situation? Not to say that venting is a bad thing, by the way, but nevertheless, you're like, you know what? I need you to fix this situation. Don't just talk about it, make some changes. Well, here in coaching, you have the opportunity to come up with an action plan, to come up with a game plan on, now that I know what the goal is, now that I know what is the particular way I want to go about that goal, here are the, 2, 3, maybe at most 5 steps of action that I'm going to take by a certain time in order to achieve that goal. So like, for example, let's look at if you want to be able to lose, let's say 10 pounds in the next 3 months. is being able to say that my, 3 steps of action is: 1, I'm going to now be very deliberate about monitoring my weight as well as my body fat percentage as well as my body mass index every week. That may be one particular action you take. Another action you may take is that if I have not done so before, is that I'm going to now go about joining a particular gym so that I have a gym membership and access to various types of fitness equipment. That may be action step number 2. And then action step number 3 may be that I'm going to go about getting a personal trainer at said gym, or being able to search out a personal training program on our social media such as YouTube, or just simply put, Googling it. Those are actionable items that you'll come away with from a coaching session that'll help you be able to go about, which is number 1, getting that goal accomplished. And so I hope this has been able to help you see that coaching is not a scam. Coaching is something that literally happens in everyday life, but being able to connect with a professional like myself that is able to help walk you through this professional, this structured and actionable conversation can actually be of great benefit to your life. I look forward to seeing and speaking, hopefully, with you soon, as you can be able to be a part of our Wayoneers Network.